Hola, and Gia Ditch, the teacher Mafe and the linguistics class. Angie has told me that you're analysing English within Ireland and its derivations. Well, what could be better than having an actual Irishman living in Costa Rica talk to you about that today? Well, first of all, my name is Aidan Mullan and I'm from Belfast in the north of Ireland. I became kind of fascinated, mostly when I moved away from Ireland, about the nuances of the Irish language and our culture and how we impacted not just our own culture on our island, but also the entire world. People know the Irish accent or think they know the Irish accent when they hear it on television, when they hear it with sports stars or movies. And I'm just here to tell you that that's not really what we sound like in Ireland. We don't all sound like me either. So even though we're a small island, we have hundreds of accents, and also our language differs throughout the island as well. Our first language these days, unfortunately, for me at least, is English. This has happened because of the takeover of part of the island from the British, or all the island at one point or another. But that's more political, and I won't get into that today unless you want to call me, and we can. But even in the north of Ireland, we have many, many, many different accents. For instance, as I said, I'm from Belfast, and like for instance, Liam Neeson is from Ballymena, only 10 or 15 minutes away, and they have a completely different accent and also a different culture as well. Part of what makes up Northern Ireland is that we have a political and religious divide as well. So, for instance, I'm from West Belfast, and we would be seen as being a majority Catholic community, and we have a mixture of Irish and English in our culture. And even somewhere as close as West Belfast, or East Belfast, if you're thinking of perhaps the difference between T-Bass in San Jose and San Pedro, that's the difference in distance. They also have a different language called Ulster Scots, which came from Scotland more or less 100 years ago. So as you can see, we've got a very, very rich, diverse linguistics history, and I won't get into it any further from here because I don't want to bore you all. But if you want to contact me, let Angie know, and I'm always, always happy to talk about Ireland. I've been gone for 13 years. My accent now is quite a bit softer than what it normally is when I go home to Belfast. My family are very quick in telling me that and making fun of me because of it. A couple of other things that you might know Northern Ireland for. If we have any Game of Thrones fans in the house, at least half of Game of Thrones was filmed in Northern Ireland, and quite a lot of Northern Irish accents sprinkle in to the series as well. Again, if you want to contact me, grab my WhatsApp from Angie. I'm more than happy to talk and let you get to know my accent, my culture, our language a little bit more. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm sorry for rambling on. Slán go fóill.